stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here in the seat of the U.S. government, Washington, D.C. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. So the New York starting five, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett, and it's Payton in at point. And for the Wizards, Alex Len out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Bertans in at the 3 spot. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He believes that Bradley Beal's playmaking is now almost as dangerous as his scoring. Coach said as Beal became the target for defenses, he's adjusted. Now he burns them with the pass. That's why we're going to play him straight up tonight. And that means Beal could get going early and often. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the Wizards with possession. Hachimura the pass to Westbrook. And here's Len. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Randall dishes to Robinson. Payton kicks to Barrett. Robinson for 3. Knicks with a new 14. Here's Randall, and he banks in the layup.
Randall not giving up on that play, smells that one out, grabs the ball, and gets 2 more.
Len passes to Hachimura, and the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now, here's Barrett. That's good from Randall on the assist from Barrett.
So creative on offense. Randall getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Barrett, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And that's how smart Beal is. Knows how to angle his body through the contact and not let it affect the finish.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night.
What's up?
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
Randall and Westbrook pulls it down.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
The shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
That was a difficult one for them to drop. A close game throughout, and an opponent that they're going to beat more often than not.
So here's Westbrook, following the basket by Julius Randle. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A timing play, but it helps to have a leaper like Mitchell Robinson finish it off. There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that R.J. Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
2 points, that one goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Left side, Beal. It's tipped, stolen by Robinson. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And here we can check out the story for Russell Westbrook. Len finds Bertans. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Beal, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the ability of Beal to just wear out the defense. At times, you almost have to foul him to stop him.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Beal.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Payton. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Miami. Count that bucket. Payton's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Westbrook. They trail by 7. One kick kicks to Bertans. 6 on the shot clock. It's Beal on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beal's got 8 points.
And it's fun watching Beal take these shots. He's a master at knowing when to catch and fire. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. A drive by Beal. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Bones, when you look at R.J. Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the three-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for one.
The first one falls. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Rose against Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Randall right side. Shoots over Hachimura. Randall no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Pass to Barrett. Now here's Randall. Westbrook with the block. And he recovers it. Wizards trail by 4. Outside, Beal. To the inside, Hachimura. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Barrett. Avdia with the rebound. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Beal dishes to Westbrook. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Hachimura's got 8 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's Robinson high post. Lopez is there. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Rose in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Robinson. Randall. Randall on the follow. He's got 10.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now here's Beal. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Wizards passing it around. Got a hand on it.
That's RJ coming in and locked in to get the block.
Burks the pass to Rose. So here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for New York. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. 5th is Bradley Beal.
quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Tight D, tight D.
Kicks to Toppin. Now here's Rivers. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Quickly drains it from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Beal. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Passes it to Wagner. Here's Bonga. He's guarded by Rivers. Offensive rebound. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
.29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Taken away. And now the Knicks on the break. Knox with the ball. Rivers can't get it to go. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Beal gets a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Knox. Drains it from 17 feet out.
This will help to open up some space if Kevin Knox can stay consistent from that mid-range.
Julius Randle getting it done for the New York Knicks. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Back to the action after this word. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you can learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just, you know, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together, so that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur group.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Toppin is out there with Noel. And it's Rivers, and it's Knox in at the 3. And the pass to Knox. No good on the 3. 3 on 3. Here's Wagner, and it's blocked. They get it back. Neto surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a fast break now for New York. Toppin leading the charge. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Houston Rockets. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against the Spurs, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
And Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Barrett's in this. He's checked in for the Wizards. Pass to Wagner. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. New York trailing. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And Noel kicks to Rivers. A floater. That's tipped. Ball's knocked loose. Wagner passes to Neto. Banked in off the glass. Neto's got his first bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rivers against Beal.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Here's Bonga. Pass to Wagner. 5 on the clock. They get it back, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Wagner. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Rivers can't get it to go. Here's Washington now. They've got an 8-0 run. They get the rebound. Oh,
Too much at that. Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the Knicks. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now. And, of course, the Wizards down 4 spots from them.
And right now for the Knicks, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now here's Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Wizards. And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Just 4 to shoot. Unloads, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Washington leading now by 6. And Beal kicks to Bertans. Back to Beal. And the rejection by Noel.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Russell Westbrook in for Beal. Free throw off from Payton.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Payton passes to Toppin. It's blocked. Wagner with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. And the shot is long. Knicks trail by 6. And Toppin throws it down.
Ladies and
Leaping ability is
gentlemen.
off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Neto. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Wizards haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Well, a great attack by Westbrook. He's unleashing it right now on his opponent.
Rose with the ball. Last time out, he had 14 points. Floats one up. Lopez with the block. Nice again. Robinson dishes to Randall, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Randall's got 12.
Well, how about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Shot from the wing, and the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul.
Go the other way.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Rose passes to Barrett. Now Robinson. Now Rose. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's Neto. He's covered by Rose. Feeds it to Lopez. It's good. Lopez has got the lead up to 8 now for Washington.
Outstanding activity in the pick and roll by Lopez, using that impressive mobility to create space for himself.
Now here's Rose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
The free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Diaz checked in for the Wizards. And Rose drops them both. And Washington has possession. 6-point lead. To the paint. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Randall finds Robinson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Barrett against Westbrook. Nice ball movement by Washington. Clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
It's so subtle, but what an effective up fake from Westbrook there. The defender couldn't help but take a bite.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Now Westbrook just plays with an incredible competitive fire, and that energy right now, he's not taking any possessions off. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 5, kept alive. They shoot again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul him.
For Washington, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Lopez.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Knicks trail by 5. Burks kicks to Rose. And Barrett the bucket on the assist from Robinson. Barrett's got 6.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. It's going to go on Alec Burks. The Wizards have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now, here's Burks. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Outside Rose, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And that was the play to make Rose making the right read.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Now the dish to Lopez. He kicks it to Avdia. Makes it off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Burks. And here's Randall. Rebound, Washington. Avdia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Got that one up quick. And now it's a 9-point Wizards lead.
Well, you're so terrified of Westbrook gaining advantage by penetrating and getting inside that you're slow to close out. You challenge him to make those kind of threes. The Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
He's off on the first. And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bonga's checked in, and Beal subbed in for Raul Neto.
It didn't take long for a lot of people to take notice just how dominant a defensive player Mitchell Robinson was going to be in this league. Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Kicks it to Rivers. 5 to shoot. Rebound, Washington. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Lopez. Last game he had 13. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mitchell Robinson. Avdia with it. Randall on him. Knicks trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Now here's Westbrook. 23 points for him the last game against Toronto.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Beal can't get it to go. Barrett finds Randall. And Randall throws it down.
It just doesn't take many steps for Julius Randle to get up to speed and be able to go downhill like that.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Wizards lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
The rebounding margin says a lot about this game. They've been the better team in that department so far, no doubt. Now, I love the aggressive attitude that they came out with tonight, Ernie, and that's the difference. And they're not going to get outworked.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on New York.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've got Davis Bertans. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Len in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And here are the Knicks now after the basket by Washington. Here's Randall. Here's Robinson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got 8 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Hachimura against Randall. The pass to Len. Pocket 4. A 15-footer. Beal can't get it to go. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. And finished off by Robinson.
Now, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Back to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Payton dishes to Barrett. Inside. Here's Randall. And it's Bullock in the corner. To get open is Robinson. No good with the triple. Wizards leading by 5. The 3 from Bertans. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Down low. Hachimura finds Beal. Hachimura against Randall. Back to Hachimura. Over Randall. Goes back up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You got to be more cautious when you're guarding Alex Len. Obviously, his size puts you at an immediate disadvantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him.
Well, and 7'1", the Ukrainian big Alex Len is so solid. Still a lot of time to reach his potential, and hopefully he finds a way to do that.
Toppin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Both free throws good from Len. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Bullock. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And Robinson throws it down.
Not a coach in the league would be displeased with that kind of energy and effort that Mitchell Robinson showed there.
Now here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game.
And let's take a look now at the numbers for Hachimura. How this year has shaped up for him. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And he makes the first. The Knicks making a switch here. Knox is checked in. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Knicks trail by 7. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And Westbrook throws it down.
Rocket fuel there, so explosive. Westbrook's a one-man wrecking crew.
Pass to Robinson. With the teardrop, Payton can't get it to go.
Sí, mata ese pedazo
Wizards
de
leading by
mierda.
9.
No, muere maldito.
Right side Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hope that's not a defensive tactic, but that's what you saw there. Westbrook handling the rock and has the quickness to drive on pretty much anyone. I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Knox. Bertans defending. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, you love to see that Knox just inviting the contact and doesn't mind it one bit. Wants to show he's got the strength.
Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Wizards making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Alec Burks checked in for New York. Hose comes in for Peyton. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Here's Rose. Over Westbrook. Westbrook with the block.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
Here's Wagner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That's good from Wagner.
Pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
More fire, more heat.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. The past month has been surreal. 15th in assists. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. Now, here's Burks. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. New York, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There's sometimes games where Westbrook takes personal challenges at the big guys.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. First free throw is good. Raul Neto's checked in for Beal. Nerlens Noel checks in for New York. Good on both. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 13. To the middle. Now, here's Toppin. Bertans defending. Burks' shot is good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Westbrook. Westbrook double team. At the top of the key, Len. Here's Bertans. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 2 on the clock. From deep, Neto. Offensive rebound. Wagner lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wagner's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. New York moving it around. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Abdias checked in for the Wizards.
One shot.
Outstanding.
Wizards leading by 10. Here's Neto. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Wagner passes to Land, lays it up and banks it in. Land's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter that close. Lynn being aggressive right now every time he's getting the ball in the paint.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
For New York, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in. Free throw drops for Rose. Wizards have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Westbrook passes to Wagner. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Here's Noel. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Neto, the pass to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Well, Russell does historic things, and maybe tonight's another one.
Pass to Noel. Here's Burks. That shot, no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Bunga. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Unloads from 13. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got 8 points here in this quarter. Wizards leading by 9. Passes it to Abdia. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Burks looking around. Westbrook with the block.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Neto, the pass to Wagner. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Knicks, Julius Randle's checked in for Kevin Knox. And Barrett subbed in for Alec Burks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. To talk about receding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. How about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Robin